Hi there, welcome to this answer explanation video. In this video, I'll walk you through the equivalent fractions, decimals and percentages worksheet, and also walk you through some of the trickier parts linked to this skill as well. The first question says, true or false, all the fractions below have been correctly converted to the equivalent decimals and percentages. So in order to work this out, we're going to be using our fractions to the left here and converting them into fractions over 10 and then over 100, because that way we can use the fractions over 10 to compare to our tenths, our decimals, and then use the fractions over 100 compared to our percentages. So if we take the first one first, we want to convert a 4/5 into a fraction out of 10. So we're going to be doing that by multiplying the 5 by 2, and that will give us 10. And because we multiplied the bottom, we multiply the top by the same amount, so 2, and that will give us 8. So at the moment we've got 8 over 10, that's our fraction out of 10. So I'm going to write 4/5 underneath it again, just so we can convert it into fraction over 100 this time. And to do that, we're going to multiply 5 by 20, and multiply the top by 20 as well, and that will give us 80 over 100. So now we've got a fraction over 10 and over 100. We compare the 1 over 10 with 0.8 because we've got 8 tenths there, so that one is correct. And then we'll take the second fraction we've converted, 80 over 100, compare that to the 80%, so that's correct as well. So A has been correctly converted. So next we'll look at B, and this time we're actually already given the fraction out of tenths, and we can compare that straight away. So that at the moment, 4 tenths is equal to 0.4, that's correct. What we do need to do is convert it into a fraction over 100 to compare it to 40%. So this time I'm going to be multiplying 10 by 10, multiply top by 10, and that will give us 40 over 100. So now we've got a fraction over 100 and compare it to percentage, and again we can see that's correct. So last but not least, we've got C, which is 5 over 100. So straight away, that's already a fraction out of 100. We can compare it to our 50%, and we know that's incorrect straight away because 5 over 100 is the same as 0.05 because we've got 5 hundredths. So that's fine. However, it isn't the same as 50% because 50% would be 50 over 100. So that one is incorrect. So the answer to this statement is false. A and B have been correctly converted, however, C hasn't. This question asks us to match the percentage to its equivalent decimal and fraction. So we start with our percentages on the left here, and we need to match them to the correct decimal in the middle and then the correct fraction on the right. So in order to do this, what I'm going to do is convert the percentages into a fraction out of 100. So 25 will be 25% will be 25 over 100. And 6% that will be 60 out of 100. And then 20% that will be 20 over 100. So now that we've converted the percentages into a fraction of 100, we're going to do the same to our decimals in the middle. So at the moment we've got 0.6, which is the same as 6 tenths. And to convert that, and we know that 6 tenths is also the same as 60 over 100. And then we've got 0.2, so that will be 2 tenths, which will also be the same as 20 over 100. And then we've got 0.25. Now we can't have it in tenths, but it does give it to us in hundreds already because it's given us 25 hundredths. So again, we can go ahead and put 25 hundredths down straight away. So now we've got our percentages and our decimals as fractions over 100. We can go ahead and match them up to see which one matches. So 25% is the same as 0.25, so we'll go ahead and match that down. 6%, that's 60 over 100, that's the same as 0.6. Then we've got 20%, which is the same as 20 over 100, that's the same as 0.2. So now what's left to do is to match our decimals to the correct fraction. So we're going to do exactly the same. You can convert them into fractions over tens or fractions over hundreds. I'm going to convert them into fractions over hundreds because we've done that to the rest of them, so just make it easier to see. So we'll start with our first fraction, 3/5. We're going to multiply this by 20. I'll use green pen so that you can see the working out. So that will be 5 times 20 is 100, and then we've got 60 here. A quarter, that will be the same as multiplying by 25. So we need to multiply this by 25. And then that will be 25 over 100. And then the last one, we've got 1/5. We're going to multiply this one by 20. and that will give us 20 over 100. So now again, we just need to match them up. So we can see 0.6, that's the same as 3/5 because they're both 60 over 100. We use black pen now to show you my matching lines. 0.2, same as 20 over 100, which is the same as a fifth. And the last one, 0.25, 25 over 100, is the same as a quarter, 25 over 100. In this question, we're told that Jackson is comparing the amount of apples there are in the boxes below. He says box A contains the most apples. Is Jackson correct? Explain your answer. So at the moment, it is quite difficult to compare the three boxes because one's given as a fraction, one as a percentage, and one as a decimal. So what we're going to do is convert them all into a fraction out of 100 to make it easier to compare. So we'll take our first box, box A, and we've got 2 eighths. Now we can simplify this fraction first by dividing this by 2, and that will give us a quarter. So now we've got a quarter, we can go ahead and take that and convert that into a fraction out of 100 by multiplying both the denominator and the numerator by 25. So that will give us 25 over 100. So now that we've got a fraction of 100, we can move on to box B. We've got 75%, so that tells us straight away that will be 75 over 100. And then the last one, we've got box C, 0.5. If we use our knowledge of equivalent fractions, decimals, and percentages, we know that 0.5 is the same as a half. So we'll take a half, and we can multiply this by 50 to make it into a fraction of 100. So that will give us 50 over 100. Now that we've got a fraction over 100 for all three boxes, we can go ahead and compare them. So Jackson says that box A has the most apples. Now if you look at our fraction, it's only got 25 over 100, and box B has 75 over 100, and box C has 50 over 100. So actually Jackson is incorrect because box A has the fewest apples, box B has the most apples. So Jackson is incorrect. That was the answer explanation video for the equivalent fractions, decimals, and percentages worksheet from Classroom Secrets, and I hope you found it useful. You can watch the video tutorial linked to this skill over at kids.classroomsecrets.co.uk, or you can access lots more resources linked to this skill over at classroomsecrets.co.uk.